Hey everyone, so it's been time for something a little bit different this week. I'm going over to the dark side of World of Warcraft. Well, I mean, is not that's not really correct because it's not dark here at all. If anything, it's a little bit too bright. Glitter, sparkles, unicorns, it's really got them all. Well, I assume it does, but I haven't actually seen a glittery sparkle unicorn around here yet. If you do know where I could find one though. But anyways, on with business. I'm here with a purpose. It's not going to be. This isn't going to be a big change for me. Just dipping in. So I have a super weird relationship with retail World of Warcraft. I buy every expansion, and other than a brief period in Battle for Azeroth, I never really play it for more than 2 weeks. Not for quite a long time now. I've really just been playing classic. So this coming expansion is going to hit me harder than usual. It's like £90 if you want to include the 3 days early access, which I do because the idea of others having it and me not is just too much. So I don't want to spend that much on a game that I'm unlikely to play. So I'm here to earn it in WoW tokens. I'm going to need about 9 tokens at around 400,000 gold each, which is about 3.6 million gold. I'm going to round it up to 4 million, as knowing my luck, by the time I make it, the prices will have increased. I don't have to think about game time since I already have enough gold on Wrath of the Lich King Classic to take care of that one. Getting started then, I'll show you what I have to begin with. I've got one priest who's level 70 with really poor gear on Horde, and one dragon Drakfir on Alliance with even worse gear. And then I have a crazy high volume of lower levels. I've got about 9,000 gold on the priest server and around the same on the Alliance one. Nothing particularly high value around that I can sell that I can think of. I've been through the accounts at various times before and sold off everything for Battlenet Balance. I think I previously had about 15 million gold in BFA, so a lot of tokens have been traded over the years. I made most of that initial gold with BFA inscription trinkets and some cheese that I found with the salvage system at the time. Unfortunately, nothing that I can dip straight back into. Also had a big garrison set up at one point, so I'm going to find out about using that to help me too, although maybe those days are gone. But not today though. Today I've watched a ton of YouTube videos promising big gold, and thanks to a tip off on the TSM Discord, I'm going to level alchemy and tailoring. And my initial gold here is going to be made with cooldowns. So between both professions, I should be looking at least 125,000 gold per month. You need to be level 70, so I can do this twice, and that should give me about 250,000 gold per month just with daily CD. So that is where we're going to start. My first challenge is going to be dragging myself away from the trading post and finding my way out of Ogrimmar. It just looks different somehow, and it's like a maze. Once they arrive in Dragonland, my poor mount doesn't fly. I don't really get the dragon riding, so expect to see a few wall crashes along the way here. Now, as usual in retail these days, if you want gold from professions, you're going to have to do some work for it. The recipe that we need for alchemy for the big passive gold is in Saralek Cabins. It's sold by Misty, but she wants cream. Why does she want cream? Why don't you want gold, Misty? Really? The first intro quests aren't hard, it's just to open the faction up, and we need to reach renown level 3 with the loam. And then whoosh back to Valdraken. That opens a daily that gives us 10 bartering bricks, and then there's a weekly quest too. And all in all, it should take us around 2 hours per character to get our 25 bartering bricks, which we can then use to buy cream, which we can then use to buy our recipe from Misty. It isn't much time, but the complication levels here are super high and unnecessary if you ask me. I spend a lot of time just sort of lost. The volume of quests are a bit overwhelming, but I'm just trying to tunnel vision anything loan wise, and I can get that done within about 2 hours. So next then is leveling that alchemy up. Once you've got the recipe, professions seem really cheap to level, thankfully. So my 9,000 gold is basically more than enough at this point. Need to put all our points into transmutation spec for the profession knowledge stuff. As a returning player, you should get all your points just from messing around and finding things. If you don't have enough points, though, world quests and things will be your friend and you'll be able to get those. Once you've maxed out your tree, you can learn the recipe and start your transmuting. So we're late for the game here, but there's still going to be great profits to be made. Next up is tailoring, which is a lot more straightforward, thankfully. Buy cloth, level tailoring, any points go into Draconic for the cooldowns. Unfortunately, I had already started and put the points in the wrong thing, so I'm going to need more points. But after a little bit of annoyance here and there, that is all set up. So it's going to be a daily login on 2 characters, and I'm only going to post to sell on Wednesdays on the resets. So if you aren't level 70, you can still do the tailoring and you can level alchemy while you level, but you're not able to do the cute mouse people quests until level 70. Now that this is all set up, I'm going to start looking for a few more easy craft type things. I'm thinking old mounts or crafted transmog, that sort of thing, or maybe even just the materials to make them rather than the items themselves, though. Plus, there is maybe going to be some garrison stuff or mission tables where I have to try out, so I'm going to have a little look. I'll keep you updated on how I get on towards the 4 million gold target. If you are a retail player and you want to try and farm up that 4 million with me, then do let me know. I'd love to know how you get on. If you are not a retail player, then don't worry, the channel isn't changing directions. This is just a little side project because I do like to dip in and out of retail every now and then. And as I said, I'd hate to buy the expansion with that early access and pay all that money for something I'm not likely to play. So this just seemed like a fun little side project to get going. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, then please do take a minute to like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. It helps the channel it helps the channel grow. Thank you very much. Bye.